everyone. Welcome to the Valley Independent Sentinel podcast, Navel Gazing, episode
number 18, isn't it, Jody?
I think so.
I think it's 18.
Here we are, Jody Mosher, Tony Spinelli, and Eugene Driscoll. It's coming up on election time. It's October 19th, and we're getting ready for election. We're planning a debate in Seymour with the first selectman candidate.
October 27th, 7
Seymour
p.m.
High School, 7 p.m.
Seymour High School Auditorium.
Yep.
I know it well because I distributed literally about 60 flyers over the past couple of days to all the stores and public places around Seymour. And the reception was very well. Very friendly bunch of people, very, I hope it goes well.
I hope so too. We're co-hosting that. It's us and the Seymour High School Student Council. October 27th, 7 p.m. The three candidates for first selectman, and there's going to be a bake sale before or after outside
Probably
the auditorium.
During it too. If you're bored, if you don't like the questions, go out and get some candy.
I think we said after. We said after that we're gonna be selling, or not. The student council. Yeah, I'm fried. I don't know what's going on.
So at any rate,
a bake sale. Wow, carrot cake and all that.
I mean, maybe carrot cake. Who knows?
A bake sale. Yeah, whatever.
At any rate, so
stuff.
It's election, and we're doing a lot of profiles, candidate stories. We're looking at campaign finances.
Yeah, it's crazy season.
So
we're definitely busy.
We're doing a lot of work behind the scenes. A lot of the stories will be running in the next couple days, I think.
Yeah.
And we thought this would be a good time in our reporting and in some of the things we've been covering in the past 2 weeks, I think it was. We've had some people accuse us of being biased. It's come up in Ansonia and it's come up in Oxford, in the past couple weeks.
Yep.
So we thought we'd talk about it. We've sort of been talking about it in the office, what we can do to prevent bias. We don't consider ourselves biased, but sometimes people read a story and they find it, leaning one way or the other, they think.
Yeah, and then the new thought in journalism now, or at least in the public's perception of journalism going over the last couple of years, is now, well, of course you're biased because you choose to pursue a story, and that's a form of being biased. And I don't know if I buy that. I mean, there's some obvious things, but
so we thought we'd talk about some of the decisions we made and how we make decisions and how you guys as readers and people we cover can give us feedback. I mean, a lot of times we write a story, we're on deadline, maybe it comes across one way to the readers that we're not intending for it to come across.
Yeah, we honestly make mistakes.
I mean, we're humans.
We try to, we try not to, but I guess the one thing I want to stress, if you see something, on the site that you perceive as wrong or coloring it to one side or the other, let us know. Call us up immediately. It's 203-446-2335. Our email is all over the site. We're on Facebook practically 24 hours a day. We have direct interaction with readers almost constantly. So, because, I was just thinking, in Ansonia, we just caught some flack for something, and we went back and looked at it, and the way we inserted a phrase into an article totally changed the context, and we didn't mean to swing the article that way.
Yeah.
It was a human error, and
we
didn't know about it.
And we fixed it.
We fixed it as soon as we knew about it. But I think what happens, in my experience, is that someone will read something, and if they don't call us right away, it festers, and then there's articles, and then I think we all of a sudden in their mind we are either a right wing or left wing or out to get them. Because it festers, when you read something wrong and it pertains to your life, if you're a public official, it hurts your feelings.
Yeah.
We get that.
And we're covering, we're covering a lot of stuff that it's they're working on it. It's their project or it's their life that we're covering.
So
and
we come along and kick them in the shins.
Yeah,
and that's annoying.
We say what's going on and maybe it's uncomfortable. So we get that.
So if you call us, email us. You can get us on Facebook. You can do it on Twitter. There's a million. We're so accessible. And when we're wrong, we admit it and we correct it.
And then there's sometimes we would stand by with where we
right.
place
Yeah,
the
we'll
story
have a
or how we
discussion
did
with
stuff.
you.
Yeah, we'll talk to you about it. We're not going to just hang up the phone. We'll explain to you why we made the decision and why we're standing with it if that's the case.
Right. And with Oxford, without going into I don't want to revisit the stories we've been doing in Oxford, but in my opinion, we asked two candidates running for the top position in town tough questions. People forget, I think, that our job is to ask tough questions, and we did that, and we got answers. And should those questions should have they been asked? I mean, I feel yes, and and even that it's been done, I think it was in the public's interest to try to get answers to those questions. I just don't get how people then make the jump. It gets insane. I guess I got kind of drawn into an Oxford patch discussion where I just went on there because I felt like I was reading it was something we did, and you can't control the impact of something you do, what an article does, and how it'll be perceived or used. And so I saw that people were kind of laying blame in areas or essentially coming up with these bizarre conspiracy theories. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm the one that found this information. I'm going to admit it. I wasn't hiding that. I mean, this is what we did. And of course, that was a complete waste of my time, because then it became that, we're
fighting with anonymous commenters.
Right. It's like, it's not worth it. And I think what had happened, we had been accused of favoring the Republicans, and Tony is an arm of Augie Palmer, who hasn't returned a phone call in 2 years, approximately. But and then somebody else got on there and said, well, our real reason for doing this story was to sympathize with the Democrat. It was just, in my opinion, total insanity. But I get it. It's political season, and reporters favor the sources that return phone calls, in my experience. You want to know the secret of journalism, at least on this level. You tend to write about, and you call, the people who return your calls. I don't know if it gets... I'm a registered independent. When I first registered to vote at age 18 in New York, I registered as a Republican. I really don't care about I hate to say that, but I don't care about any of that. I think Rush Limbaugh is an entertainer, and I think, on the other extreme, people like Rachel Maddow and Keith Olbermann are entertainers. I think I don't waste my time on that garbage. So that's my,
Are you registered to vote?
Yes, I'm a registered unaffiliated voter.
Me too. I was registered as a Democrat for a period of 3 or 4 months. I wanted to vote in a primary. I forget which one. And I thought, it's not fair that unaffiliated voters couldn't vote in primaries. So I registered as a Democrat, I voted, and then I switched back. And that was the extent of my party affiliation for, the 3-month period in college when I just felt disenfranchised as an unaffiliated voter.
Yes, I'm a swing voter. I vote for Republicans and Democrats. And I may also vote for the Green Party or the Libertarian Party or someone else.
Yeah, you're a dirty hippie in my opinion. I'm just kidding. But I guess we just wanted to talk. It was a draining week. It was like the Valley Indy under fire for the last week and a half. But we, we dealt with them. We didn't hide. And I know we do writing certain stories. I'm like, okay, we're going to lose readers because of this, but
you got to do it. It's your job.
Yeah, there's kind of not a higher calling, but if we sat there, if every time I thought something was going to be uncomfortable and we didn't write it, what's the point of having? I don't want to be a reporter then. Why bother? Sometimes you have to ask tough questions and do things you don't want to do or don't like to do, but that's part of the deal. So
we just whined for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's us whining. I'm literally whining. But I don't know what else there is to say.
So Seymour Pink Day. Tony's wearing a pink shirt and a pink pair of pants and some pink high tops. And he has 2 pink bows in his hair, and he is ready.
Seymour is all decked out in pink today. I've been around town today putting up flyers, and you see pink balloons and pink ribbons everywhere. People are dressed in pink with pink T-shirts. And it's really a big deal. The whole town turns out for that. Really good.
That's one thing that's amazing. Just this, the Valley goes pink. I've never seen anything like that in any of the places I've covered.
I agree.
Where the whole community gets together, and it's just, we can't even keep up with the events.
I know, it's great.
So,
See you guys next time.
October 27th, 7 p.m., Seymour High School Auditorium.